Hey guys, we are back.
Oh my God.
We're back.
Hope we
Hey,
never left.
all right. Hey, welcome to another episode here of the Metalhead's Journey. Today, what we're actually going to do is continue our run down the list of the top 20, or excuse me, top 50 metal albums of all time. This is actually number 24, so this is the album Lateralus from Tool.
Yep.
So, if you're just joining us for the first time here on the channel, we did have some other metal content that we were doing on another channel called Three Guys and a Mic. Dave is going to link that down there in the bottom. You can actually go back and hear us talk about the previous Tool album that was on this list, Enema, that happened. It was a couple albums ago. So you can hear kind of a quick review on that one if you're interested in what we thought about that record. But tonight we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about Lateralus here. So let's get going. So, Tool formed in 1990. It's an American rock band from Los Angeles. As we know now, the current lineup and the lineup for this record was Maynard James Keenan on vocals, Adam Jones on guitar, Danny Carey on drums, and Jason, who's the bass player?
Justin Chancellor.
Justin Chancellor on bass. Yeah.
Good job.
Very good job there. Hey, Tool has won 4 Grammy Awards. They've sold, prior to the release of Fear Inoculum, which is their latest record that came out in 2019, they've sold over 13 million albums just in the U.S. alone. That's not even worldwide numbers. Just a quick blurb on Tool. Their incorporation of visual arts and very long and complex releases. The band is generally described as a style transcending act and part of the progressive rock, psychedelic rock, art rock scene. I think that describes them perfectly, man. They're a little all over the place. They're a little wacky. Lateralus is the band's third studio album. It came out in 2001. This album was pretty popular. It would debut at number 1 on the Billboard chart, and this thing was certified double platinum a couple years after it was released. This album, or actually the song Schism, actually won the Grammy in 2002 for Best Metal Performance. And the album did provide 3 singles, Schism, Parabola, and Lateralus, which I'm surprised by considering that's a 9-minute song as a single.
Yeah, way too long.
Yeah, so quick blurb there for Tool if you didn't already know all that good stuff. So, hey, listen, what we're gonna do, kind of go through just a quick rundown of what we thought about the album, and then we're gonna give it a rating here. Jason, how about you go first, man?
Okay. Tool, Lateralus, solid album. Not, in my opinion, better than Enema, and not better than their debut album, Undertow. Very good album. A lot of solid songs on here, but most of the tempo for most of the songs is a slower, grindier, more methodic, melodic, drawn out style. Are we going to give our score here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I gave this a 6.5. There are, again, not as bad as Enema. There are songs on here that you just can skip because they're worthless. But there's no, in my opinion, there's only one skip song on here, and that's the last song should be called Fat the Toilet.
Oh god.
It's gonna be a long night for me, guys.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
yep.
gave it a 6.5, man. 6.5.
All right.
Good album,
That's
but
Well,
not better than the prior two.
Just for a bit of clarity, since we didn't get into it beforehand, so unlike a traditional, I just want to clarify what our ratings mean. So it's 1 through 10 and all that, but for us, an average rating would be considered a 5. So if something gets a 5, it's an album we would listen to. So while for somebody that if you hear Jason give a 6.5, somebody might think like, man, that's kind of low. That is actually on our according to us, that is like a B level album. So anything 5 or above is considered a recommend. So just wanted to point that out.
Okay, if it goes below a 5, it's a do not recommend, and it's just varying levels of please don't listen to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
So,
As it goes down.
yeah. Josh, you want to go next?
Yeah, I don't know which score is gonna be lower between me and Adrian here. I don't want Adrian to out negative me here.
Uh,
Listen, I'll go.
all right.
Um, look, man. Uh, I was pleasantly surprised by Enema. Dave, what did I give Enema?
You gave it a 6.1. So
Okay.
it's a
Look,
solid.
that was very solidly on the recommend side of things. And the first listen I had of this album, I was like, oh, okay, this album's like I feel like this is even a little bit better than Enema. And then in subsequent listens over the last few weeks, man, it just jumped off a cliff. Like I don't think Tool is as good as they think they are. I don't think they're as interesting as they think they are. Like musically, they're very talented, but I'm sorry, dude. They have an 11-minute song on here that is just. I mean, it doesn't change. Nothing changes in the song. What is that? Reflection. It's called Reflection,
Dude,
dude.
I texted you about this. They have a
Yes, yes.
11-minute song that the melody does not fucking change once. Like, oh my
No,
fucking god.
it's unbelievable, and it's the same pay. I don't. It's crazy to me. It is crazy. Who wants to listen to an 11-minute song that does nothing? Look, this is a hard listen for me. I would say, I mean, not to jump ahead here to my lowlights just yet, but everything that comes on this album after Parabola is unlistenable, and I mean, it is headlined by Reflection as being probably the biggest low light in the history of a metalhead's journey. I never want to live in the world where that song is playing again, ever.
Okay, what's your rating?
Hey, that being said, I'm at a 3.1.
Ooh.
Look, okay, before you stop watching the video, for anybody who's watching this, just know that I'm gonna redeem us as a group. Okay, I just want you to just these guys do this. They have really bad takes. That's part of the humor. Whatever. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Adrian, go ahead. Look, I'm trying to save it. It is what it is.
Hey, look, man. I really, admittedly, and this is straight up honest. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would.
Uh-oh.
I liked it more. Definitely liked it more than Enema. I thought Enema was a fucking joke.
Wow.
I really did. That album's fucking trash. That's terrible. Ugh. Anyway, right there with you, Josh. The first time I listened to Lateralus, I was like, man, this is actually pretty fucking cool. I had the same thing when I listened to that Images and Words for the first time. I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. But subsequent listens, it just kept fucking. It just jumped off a cliff, like you said. It's fucking boring. I think these guys are so fucking full of themselves, just like you. This album is absolutely fucking brutal. Uh,
God
it's not
damn.
absolutely fucking brutal. It's not absolutely brutal. Here's the thing: is another thing I texted Josh is this sounds more like video game background music. Like
Yeah.
it's just like dun, 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 like the whole fucking album. Like, dude, the whole fucking album. Jesus fucking Christ! Like, why would I listen to this? Even Kid McLeod for My State of Mind, and it did nothing. Like,
I think Dave is ready for your rating.
Dave. So hey, look, I'm being pretty harsh on it. My thing is I just don't get it, right, man? Like these guys are obviously talented. I think well, obviously we're gonna get into our standouts, but fuck, man, that production on this is fucking stellar. It really is, and I definitely enjoyed it more than Enema. I feel like there wasn't as much bullshit going on, like there is in Enema, where there's just every other song there's like something that's just not even worth anybody's fucking time. Really quick, Jason, that last song, I know you
That
hate it and
toilet?
all that. That's actually something that actually happened on a radio show. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of Coast to Coast AM with like Art Bell and George Norrie. It's where they
Heard
call and
I
tell
heard
them
the
about
name.
Bigfoot sightings and all that shit. This dude, yeah. Anyway, it's a pretty cool story. So, and this album, from what I understand, is about that type of shit. So, you know,
Yeah, it's about it. It's about expanding your mind. There's a song in here that's centered around the Fibonacci number sequence, which is like all these odd numbers climbing up scale. So it was I forget what song it was, but they played it in subsequent time signatures where you had a 9/8 time signature, an 8/8 time signature, and a 7/8 time signature, and those were like the three main numbers for the Fibonacci sequence of numbers. Which is I don't look at it in my head. I don't know what 9/8 time signature sounds like, but it's interesting.
look, it takes talent to play like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
just would, hey, maybe don't play like that for 11 fucking minutes. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Yeah. So
Hey,
what's that rating?
Hey, Adrian. So 11 minutes later, what is your rating?
My rating is going to be a 4.8.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just outside the recommend.
Yeah. So
Not for me, man.
I'm gonna have to put a timestamp to right now. So guys, Tool Lateralis. What can I say? It's an amazing record. This record is, I think it's up there with one of the best records that's ever been made.
Wow.
No, Dave, say that with a straight face. Say that with a straight face. You were smiling. You can't do it.
I love this record. I've loved Tool since 2000 2001. I've listened to them over half my
You love
life.
Tool, like right here, bro. That's where you
No,
love Tool.
I've seen them live. They're amazing live. I saw them with Jason. They're amazing live. Tool is they're their own unique band. There's imitators, but I think Tool kind of does their own thing. And look, I don't know. It's I love everything about Tool, basically, from the drums to the guitars, bassist, vocals. I guess I get it. If you want to call it that. Yeah, I think this record is amazing. I give it a 9.2, legendary status. I think it's better than Enema. You guys are crazy. This record jams hard.
I thought it was pretty cool too, bro.
No additional substances needed to enjoy this record. Yeah,
Either way.
I think it was really good. That gives us at an average 5.9, which again, just to clarify, that is considered a recommend from us. That is considered a high C, which is an absolute travesty. Let us know in the comments how dumb these two guys are. But
Yeah. And just let us know if you agree or disagree. Give us a rating of your own.
yeah. Tell us
what you think about this.
Tell us why you do or don't like Tool. Hey, maybe there's a lot more Tool haters out there than I give credit for. But let us know in the comments either way. So, Josh, without going any further, do you think this album belongs on the list?
No.
Okay, Adrian.
Nope.
I do. Jason.
I do not. I truly don't believe this album belongs on the list when it's not better than the prior two records, and one of them that's not even on this list.
Okay. I'm gonna fill in the blank for the sake of the podcast. I'll ask you guys. Josh, will you listen to more Tool? No. Adrian, no.
Wait, hold up. Wait, pump your brakes. What's their first album called?
Undertow.
Undertow. Look, sober fucking rules, man. It really does. So, I am curious. I'll admit it. So, it's gonna be a maybe, but closer on the no side. So you decide how you want.
I'm gonna go no because we have to have an answer. All right. I'm gonna say yes by default, and I know Jason likes Tool, so I'm just gonna say yes as well for him. All right. Josh, take us away to the next category here.
Yeah, so next category here is the MVP of the record. And this can be anything. This doesn't have to be a person, doesn't have to be an instrument. This can be any singular moment or thing about the record that you want to call out as being like the MVP of the record. Dave, since you love this record so much, you want to go first?
I think I'm biased because I'm a drummer, but I think by far the MVP of the record. Not by far. I think I think it's close between this and the vocals, but I think Danny Carey on the drums is the driving force behind this band, in my opinion.
Very good.
I think he is. He gets a lot of the spotlight. He is the heartbeat of the band, and like he gets the most opportunity to flash when it calls for flashing. You know, a lot of bands, the guitarist kind of shreds, and in a lot of more traditional heavy metal. With Tool, I mean, it's Danny Carey doing a lot of the odd time signature stuff, and just like going all out when it calls for being aggressive. Yeah, I think Danny Carey is one of the best metal drummers, if not just best drummers of all time. He would be on my short list of best drummers of all time.
Fair enough. Adrian?
For me, it's gonna just be the production of the album. It's this fucking album's 21 years old, and it sounds better than a lot of shit that comes out even still to this day. Even the album before, its fucking production was stellar. So I didn't think thought the instruments were mixed very well, and there was nothing overpowering or anything like that at any point. And I thought the vocals sounded really, really good as well. So, yep.
Yeah, and let's give some love. The producer for the record, same guy who produced Enema and Undertow, I believe it's David Bottrill. I hope I'm not butchering that, but that's who produced the record. And I agree with you. Very good job. Like, sounds great.
Yep.
Jason?
Man, the reason why I got into Tool, and bassist. I mean, up until today, I didn't know who the name was, but I figured that out. But the whole reason I got into Tool to begin with is I love the heavy bass lines. I love the chugginess of it. It's solid, man. Uh, and I'll agree with you guys. The production on this is fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, I think the MVP moment of the whole album, it's in the first song called The Grudge, and it happens right about the 7-minute mark. And it is a 25-second long scream from Maynard. And dude, that is like sheer fucking brutality. It comes out of nowhere. There's no vocals before it to lead up to it. It hits the 7-minute mark, and you get this just fucking brutal scream for 25 seconds. And it's like, dude, it gave me goosebumps the first time I heard it. Like, it's a really, really cool moment of the song. And I timed it the other day just because I wanted the exact time. It's like 24.7, so I'm rounding up to 25 seconds. But, dude, try screaming like that hard for 25 seconds, man. Like, that's tough.
I can't because I'm not a professional.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was my MVP moment for the album. So, hey, quickly, any lowlights that we haven't already beaten into the ground?
The bathroom toilet.
All right.
I got nothing because
All right,
there are no lowlights because this is a fantastic record.
All right. Well, hey, let's hit the highlights here. So what we like to do here is give you our top 3 songs in order from low to high on the album. Look, since I had the lowest score, I'll go first here. My top 3 songs, I got The Grudge, which I've referenced a couple of times. The opening track for the album, very, very good song. Schism, obviously, it's got to be on the list. Probably the song I've heard the most from Tool. And then, look, surprisingly, I thought Schism going into this would be the number 1 song for me, just because that's what I thought. But Parabola really stood out for me as being probably the best song on the album. And it's a really good song. I added it to my overall playlist for like all of my songs in my world. And it's a good song, and I'll listen to it again. I wish they could have made 6 more of those.
All right,
Go ahead, Fossil.
go ahead.
All right, so my top 3 pretty much on par with Josh. My number 3 song, Schism. My number 2 song, The Grudge. Number 1 song, which happens to be the first song that really has the up tempo and fucking get going, and that's Parabola. Parabola is the best song on the album.
All right. Gomez.
Yep. So for me, my number 3 is going to be The Grudge. I think the song jams. Number 2, Ticks and Leeches. I thought that song was a jam too. And of course, number 1 is going to be Schism. I've always liked that song. It's always been a jam to me.
Ah, damn. I thought Adrian and I were going to be right in step with each other. So, look, I could pick most every song from this record.
No, you can't.
I can. I think Schism and the Patient are honorable mentions for me. But The Grudge is my number 3. That song is a jam, and it's not slow. It just has depth, which I know is hard for you guys to understand. So, and then you have Ticks and Leeches, which I agree is the number 2, and I'm surprised that it didn't make more of y'all's lists. That's a great fucking song, and it's also another kind of faster song.
Ticks and Leeches
Is great.
the problem with Ticks and Leeches is the best part of the song is the last 60 seconds, and you got to listen to the first 6 minutes to get to it.
Well, that would only be 7 minutes. The song is 8 minutes long, so math is a little bit off there. But no matter.
That's why we're not a bunch of Tool fans here, because you got to do math while you listen to it.
Hey, man, you just got to be smart in order to enjoy it. So
I'm a simpleton.
the number 1 song, and I don't think this is cheating, because when they sing this song live, they combine it. But this is a good call from 2 of you. Parabola. Both of those tracks, I treat them as one track because they are functionally one track.
Wait. They play 3 minutes of garbage live before they play that song?
That song is amazing, and that part is great.
You're gonna sit here and tell me, as an intelligent person, that Parable is a good part of this album?
I
If
think
you just change the P to a T, it sounds more on point. Terrible.
I hope everyone flames in the comments about how you guys are dumb and I'm the smart one. It would be so good.
I don't think so.
Don't lead the comment section.
Hey guys, just let them know in the comments how smart David is, and what you think of the other 3 guys. So yeah, Parabola, those 2 as one track is my number 1 track.
That's good. That's a good song. Hey, all right. Hey, I hope you liked everything we talked about tonight. We are going to be.
I don't think they did.
Well, we'll see. We do have some more episodes coming down the line here. We're going to continue our Metalheads journey down the top 50 metal albums list. Next album is from the band Death, and it's called what? Human?
Yeah, that's the name of the album.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next one coming down the pipe here. So
Never
that'll be a
heard
good
of
one coming up. That'll be a good one coming up here soon. So hope you like this. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Leave us some comments letting us know that Dave is absolutely wrong in his Tool love and affection. And, hey, man, we'll see you next time.
Take it easy, everybody.